I have intentionally put myself in rooms where I felt small. And this is a powerful thing, one of the most powerful things I've done. I am currently in environments of my coaches and mentors who are multi seven-figure business owners. And this is one of the most consistent things that they say that is completely correlated to your success. And this was something that I continuously worked on and still continue to work on, which is our success as business owners is correlated to how we are able to handle criticism, hate, and naysayers and still keep going. That's the thing, right? When we get shit on in the internet, right? We have a crap load of thumb warriors on the internet, right? Expressing all of their opinions and our ability to find success and actually do the things that we love, if we really want to make that impact, is our ability to keep going. And this is not easy. This has not always been easy. And there are still times where it is still not easy. So for you, how are you training yourself to be able to handle this very, very fact? There is a reason why I have the bulletproof nervous system attached to my hypnotic questioning program. Well, that's what it is. It helps build adaptiveness and resilience using a method that is completely the opposite of not just hypnosis, but therapy in general. And because of that, because of how truly fast the results is, because of the drastically different approach that I teach, a lot of the people, even colleagues, are going to spew their hate and projectile vomit all of their insecurities towards us. This happens to me very frequently. And so I am just talking to you about this now because if you are telling yourself that you want to make that impact, if you want to make a difference as a coach and hypnotherapist, it is absolutely crucial for you to be okay with being disliked. It is absolutely crucial for you to want to be okay to be the black sheep. There is an ingrained wiring within us in our nervous systems to want to belong and be part of the herd. 99% of people will continue their lives living like this. But I know that you are someone who says, fuck that shit, right? You are someone who wants to stand out. You are someone who is born to break the mold. You know that this is something that you really, really want to do. And so, how are you right now? Share them below in the comments. How are you right now training yourself to be someone who will be okay with it? Now, it doesn't mean that it doesn't sting, right? It doesn't mean that you're not going to be bothered by it, but it's what you do afterwards as a response to this. What you do, meaning, are you going to keep going or are you going to allow someone's opinion on the internet to determine your worth as a human being, right? This is really the true work that we get to do. Just very, very recently, I had someone who took one of my courses, one of my Heal Your Gut courses that has tremendously positively impact people and actually healed their lifelong digestive problems with that particular course. Someone took it and told me that I had no knowledge, right? 20 minutes before I went onto a sales call with a high ticket client who closed effortlessly. It's that duality, right? And this bad comment didn't happen after the sales call. It happened right before the sales call, right? And I'm not going to stop myself and give myself this elaborate routine before a sales call. Like I didn't do that anymore. I've built my resilience up, right? And so when I saw that, like at first I was like, oh my God, right? But it really, I allowed myself to neutralize it. I use the contact point somatic practice that I teach everyone and still continue to do. And voila, I've shifted that that urge to want to fucking punch the motherfucker in the face, right? I might have thought that in my mind, but it's the ability to not be bothered or affected by it, which then still allowed me to close a high ticket client afterward. That not just made me feel proud of myself, but really Also seeing that I'm starting to embody this fact that all of my multi-seven-figure mentors have shared with me to really do. And so I'm sharing this with you because I know a lot of therapists that are so concerned about what people think about them. And I totally get it. You came into this field because you want to help people, and it's very difficult to understand at first why people could be so fucking mean. But let me tell you, after experiencing it, even our colleagues and even our loved ones who mean well for us are going to hurt us and may not support us. And so being able to be okay with that, but still stand firm and true to your big picture vision is probably one of the hardest things that you get to do. That's why I teach this skill of resilience and adaptability. And this is exactly why I hate the stupid toxic positivity bullshit, right? If you've been affected with what's been happening um, in the elections lately, and you are just like going, and it actually bothers you, and you're not allowing yourself to just express what you feel, you get to take a look at that, right? Because what are you actually repressing? All of your feelings are valid, all of your responses are valid. But at the same time, you want to learn how to really take control of it and still see the forest from the trees, because this has been the most valuable learning I've had. And if I had to go back again to my naive self who just started a business, I would have focused my attention on this aspect instead of the money blocks or the other shit that weren't really helpful, but actually focus on the actual tools that will help me be resilient and be okay with feeling every spectrum of emotion. Knowing how to deal with it after was one of the best skills. So how are you doing that right now? How are you bulletproofing yourself against danger, right? Against perceived danger, against challenges, because it's when you can rise up to the occasion that you can do this. And if this is something that you need help with, and if you want a community to be part of that is determined to be as this person who actually wants to make an impact, then definitely message me. But otherwise, something to think about and consider.